Yeah. One up and up is magic. Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me?
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken very short. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Devin Funchess. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back to you.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man. It's Brown. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll look to throw here. And Robinson with a big catch. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Push him back.
On 1st down, Swift. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Back to throw here. Robinson's got it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
24 is the mic. Watch it slant. Watch it slant. 24 is the mic.
Second and 5. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
We're scoreless after 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Mike's 47.
He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal, now brings up a decision on fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The tackle there by John Johnson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Kamara. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. Watch quick. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check. Lucky.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. No. Go. Kill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running back, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Jim. 31's the mic. Get ready. What? Watch the shit. Hey, it's free.
From the gun, Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throwing football.
They'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Second and 3. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, watch that. Check line 54. Line 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Crunch. Alert 3. Hey, watch it.
And that'll set them back 5.
All day.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 15. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
First down.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mason. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down, 3 down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Swift. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing on first down. Fields escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Fields. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. A very solid gain of 27. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They run it again with Kamara, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Catch made by Slayton. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Coming to you, coming to you. 24.
He's back to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Match back. Right.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
He won't be ready.
No gain on the play.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from 53. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Up it's magic with the gang.